Hello everyone, I'm Libby from Hikvision. Welcome to CGSA CCTV training program. Today we will introduce NVR key features and applications. Let's start with learning objectives of this course. By the end of this course, you will be familiar with basic knowledge of NVR, such as interior and exterior structure of NVR, and its definition, as well as the key features of NVR in terms of the main functions. Lastly, Hikvision NVR series and products will be introduced. Based on the learning objectives, this course will be divided into 3 parts: definition and operating principles, key functions, as well as Hikvision product family. So let's figure out one question before we start. What is the NVR, or what's even the full name of NVR? As an end user, you may be not familiar with that, but you may find cameras or monitoring centers somewhere in your life. But when you see these devices, have you ever thought about where is data saved after the images or videos collected by the cameras? And how do IP cameras transmit video to monitoring centers or end users' devices? Well, this typology can clearly explain the questions that we had previously. You may know camera is to collect or capture the image and encode, then transmit them to NVR. So the main function of NVR is to receive the footage transmitted from IP cameras for storage and management. In short, through NVR, multiple network cameras can be viewed, previewed, replayed, managed, and stored at the same time. It gets rid of the constraint of computer hardware and no longer has to face the cumbersome task of installing software. Therefore, based on these functions, we can know NVR stands for Network Video Recorder, which runs a specific operating system designed for CCTV video, and it can record, playback, and transmit video over the network. And right here, we listed some common appearances of NVR based on hard drive slots. For example, we have a 1U, which can handle up to 4 hard drives in the NVR. Also, 2U NVR handle up to 8 hard drives, and 3U allows up to 16 hard drives. Even 4U allows up to 24 hard drives to be installed. Now, we will take a look at the interface of the NVR. Here shows the interface of a front panel and a rear panel. On the front panel, there is a power indication and a menu. On the rear panel is wiring connection board, including built-in PoE ports, LAN port, HDMI, and VGA interface for connecting to monitors, alarm interfaces, as well as power. And this picture shows us the interior structure of NVR, containing front panel, hard drive slots, case, fans, power, motherboard, and interface board. Okay, let's have a quick check for the first session of this training. The first one is true or false. The main functions of NVR are encoding, decoding, recording, playback, and transmitting video. Think about the role of NVR in IP system and the definition of it, as we mentioned earlier. All right, let's see together. It's false, because in an IP system, IP cameras encode video and transmit to NVR. Then NVR decodes. The next question. The dimension of NVR depends on the product series. The correct answer is false, because the dimension of NVR depends on hard drive slots instead of the product series. The second part of this course is key functions for NVR, and we will adjust the functions in terms of access capability, storage, view management. These four aspects. And let's start with access capability. Access capability is affected by four factors: channel, resolution, incoming bandwidth, and video stream. First of all, when connecting NVR to cameras, we will consider about how many IP cameras can be handled by NVR and the resolution of the cameras. For the number of cameras to be connected, some entry-level NVR can handle 4 and 8 channels. Some advanced NVRs can support 16, 32, 64, or even 128 channels. As for resolution, NVRs can handle up to 12 megapixels, and they will support different resolution from one to another. That depends on main chip of the NVR. Another thing to be considered is bandwidth. All connected channels should not exceed the incoming bandwidth of NVRs. The next one is decoding capacity. One of the differences between IP system and analog system is IP cameras can encode video to transfer, and NVR decode video streams for live view and playback, while DVR can both encode and decode video streams with analog system. And therefore, the resolution of live view and playback depends on decoding capacity for NVR. And a high decoding capacity ensures the clarity and continuity of viewing multiple channels simultaneously. And we can check these two examples right here. The left one, NVR supports 2 channels with 4K resolution for live view, while the right one supports 4 channels with 4K, which actually reflects the difference between those two NVR decoding capacity. H.264 and H.265 are video compression standards. The advanced video compression technology can save bandwidth and storage to ensure video quality. And we can check all these 2 bar charts on the right. H.265 can save half of the bit rate and storage compared with H.264 on average. But that could be also affected by other factors such as stream complexity. Dual streams for NVR not only ensure the local high-quality storage of images, but also provides appropriate solutions for remote monitoring. The main purpose of substream is to ensure the fluency of remote video, produced through the network when the bandwidth is limited. The mainstream is used for local storage. And here shows the different methods of connecting IP cameras to NVR. The first one is to connect IP cameras to PoE switch. Then the switch can be added on the NVR. The second one is to connect IP cameras to NVR built-in PoE ports directly. The last one is Wi-Fi connection. Alright. The next main function is storage. And we will adjust the storage functions in terms of storage methods, data safety, and hard drive monitor. First, we need to know the 3 recording types, which are continuous recording, scheduled recording, and event recording. Continuous recording is easy to understand. That device will record 24/7. Scheduled recording only record at the precise time and date. And event recording means events based on motion detection, trigger recording. The management for hard drive is also important because it can help manage the storage space in a more organized way. In hard drive quota mode, each camera can be allocated with a quota for the storage of recorded files and captured pictures. To be more specific, different hard drive capacity can be assigned to each camera based on required recording time. For example, there is a total 6 terabyte in a NVR. Channel 1 requires 20-day motion recording, so we can assign it with 1 terabyte. Channel 2 requires 6-day recording, so 2 terabyte can be assigned. And channel 3 can be assigned with 3 terabyte for 90-day recording. But kindly remind, Now the calculation for storage right here may not be that accurate because I just want to show you the general idea of this function. As for more accurate calculation, you may refer to the tool on our website. File lock. File lock helps storage management as well. For some important files, we can lock them in order to be overwritten in cycle recording to ensure the preservation of the footage. Now, let's step to the next data safety for storage. And we will mainly introduce two functions for data safety. The first one is auto network replenishment, also called ANR. When the network breaks down, the NVR will automatically enable the front-end storage. After network recovers, the recorder video files will be automatically synchronized to the NVR. But the prerequisite for this function is to install an SD card in the camera. The next function is N plus M. N refers to functioning NVR. I is backup NVR. And let's see if there is a large system with multiple NVRs. If there is one of the functioning NVRs that fails due to network issue, cameras will switch to backup NVR for recording. Once the network recovers, the recording in backup NVR will retransfer to the original NVR. But we need to make sure the quantity of backup NVR and functioning NVR should be less than 32. Also, backup NVR can only take over one offline device at a time. All right, let's check what we just learned. The first question is when network between NVR and IP cameras fails, IP cameras are able to record automatically if they are installed with SD cards. And the data saved will be retransferred to NVR once the network is back. What is this function called? A, ANR, B, N plus M, C, read. A couple of seconds to think about this answer. Okay, let's check it together. It's A, ANR. And what is N plus M? It's a large system containing multiple functioning NVRs and backup NVR. When one of the functioning NVR is disconnected, the recording will be restored in backup NVR. Once the network is back, the recording will be retransferred to functioning NVR. RAID is actually storage technology that combines multiple hard drives into a logical unit, but we will not cover it in this training. The second question is multiple choice. What recording types can I choose when storage space is limited? A, continuous recording. B, event recording. C, schedule recording. Let's review these three types of a recording. Continuous recording is to record 24/7. Event recording is based on motion detection. Once any event occurs, such as lane crossing or intrusion detection, it will trigger the recording. Scheduled recording is to set recording time and date in advance. For example, recording time is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays, and no recording for the rest of the time. So compared with continuous recording, it can save a lot of storage with event and scheduled recording. So for this question, the correct answer is B and C. The last part of storage is hard drive monitor. We can check hard drive monitor in terms of the following aspects. First of all, hard drive classification. We can classify hard drives into two types based on storage. Read only. In this case, some hard drives have no permission to be modified, so as to ensure the data safety. File copy. Some hard drives are used to back up the files to prevent the file loss. Technology of pre-allocated storage is to allocate suitable storage in advance to maximize storage utilization and reduce the file fragmentation. And getting the smart detection information of hard drive is to check the hard drive status and keep the safety of files. The last one is hard drive sleep mode. Non-working hard drive disks can be set to sleep mode. That is to reduce power consumption, and extends service life. Let's move to the function of viewing right now. Here, it shows two different ways of viewing: local preview and playback, as well as remotely preview and playback. Local review is to have a monitor connected to NVR and view the cameras locally. Remotely view is to access the cameras remotely through your mobile devices or PC if you are not on site. Another feature of viewing is to view multiple channels at the same time, like the page on the right. With this function, we can get the information for targets very quickly as we need. To view multiple channels simultaneously, we have options of 4, 9, 16, and 32 channels. 3D positioning under PDZ control, center zoom, or center positioning is performed for the selected area of the screen to capture detailed information in the long distance. As we mentioned earlier, playback is one of the important functions of viewing, and there are diverse playback modes for users' convenience in order to search targets, including normal playback, tag playback, event playback, playback by vehicles and human, synchronous playback, and the picture playback. Normal playback is to playback all the footage. Playback by human and vehicles is to playback the footages containing human and vehicle targets. Picture mode is to search the captured pictures. And we will talk about the rest modes on the next slide. Synchronous playback is to playback multiple channels simultaneously while choosing the same time. So it can synchronize information in order to collect evidence for the event. For example, I found I lost my cell phone around 1 p.m. in a small restaurant, but I don't know where I lost it. In this case, I can ask the restaurant manager to check all the security cameras in this restaurant, and he can replay all the videos for me. But to collect evidence quickly, we don't want to play one channel by one channel. Instead, we can check playback, and we can choose 1 p.m. and select synchronous playback, and all channels will play the video at one time. So we can master the information and the collected evidence comprehensively and quickly. Tag playback is to tag some important video clips and retrieve playback based on the text to make it easier when managing video clips and obtain the evidence more efficiently. Event playback is to search and replay video clips related to the events, and these events are based on motion detection such as lane crossing and intrusion detection. The last major function of NVR is management. And we will address management in terms of camera management, user management, and other operations. Camera management is probably most frequently used. For example, add or delete cameras and configure cameras. To be more specific, we can adjust the resolution, bitrate, and OSD overlay. In addition, we can remotely upgrade IP cameras firmware in batch. The next management function is user management, that we can add or delete users, reset passwords, and permission configuration. Also, if someone tries to log in several times with wrong passwords, we can lock illegal user login, which ensures the information safety. As for other management functions, you can find them under maintenance, including equipment abnormal indication, network monitoring, operation log check, firmware upgrade, as well as checking mainboard temperature and the CPU capacity. Okay, we will move to Q&A session. The first question is multiple choice. What are the basic functions for NVR? Let's refresh our memory that before we start introducing key functions of NVR, I said the key functions will be based on 4 aspects. What are they? They are access, capability, viewing, storage, and management. So the correct answer is A, B, C, D. Although we mentioned many detailed functions previously, all of them can be mainly categorized into these 4 basic functions. The next question is true or false. Camera management includes add and delete cameras, configure IP cameras, upgrade IP cameras firmware. Yes, that's true. Is your answer correct? Besides camera management, NVR also supports managing users and other operations, such as network status monitoring, operation log check, and so on. All right, we almost get to the end. The last part of this course, Hikvision product family. The first thing we need to know is naming rules, which are the hints to recognize NVR features in terms of product series, number of PoE interfaces, hard drive slots, or even other advanced features. Let's take a look at example right now. DS is Hikvision products. IDS is Hikvision intelligent products. Number 2 is product series. For example, 77 is Pro series. Number 3 is number of IP channels. Next one, N is NVR. NX is NVR with deep learning technology. Number 5, letter I is international market. Number 6 is hardware platform. Number 7 is number of hard drive slots. Number 8, 16P, is number of PoE interfaces. H indicates the NVR comes with a decode board. M is metal case. W is Wi-Fi module. 4G is NVR with 4G. Number 9, 16S is NVR supports 16 channels for false alarm filter. If you see 4 or 8F right here, it means the NVR supports 4 or 8 channels of facial recognition. Number 10B, the letter in the bracket indicates the second hardware revision. You may think these rules are too hard to remember. No worries. It just helps you recognize the NVR key features more quickly. If you need to check more specific functions about NVR, you can check the spec on our website or consult with our pre-sale team. Hikvision NVR can be mainly categorized into Value, Pro, Ultra, and DeepMind series. Hikvision Value series NVR provide a highly cost-effective option of video recording, live view, and playback. The next one is Pro series. As we can see right here, there are Pro series and Pro series with AccuSense. Let's introduce Pro series first. Pro series NVR feature optimized H.265 Plus and H.264 Plus compression codecs, which enables highly effective bandwidth and storage management. The Pro series is ideal solution for small and the medium-sized business. As for Pro series with AccuSense, based on deep learning technology, they're able to analyze and classify human and vehicle targets from video stream, and also enables efficient video searching by target type. Ultra series is designed for extensive projects that require a large number of cameras. The optimized H.265 Plus compression codec provides efficient bandwidth and storage usage. DeepMind NVRs include a high-speed GPU that process video data at tremendous speed to isolate detection of human subjects significantly, improving video analytic accuracy and reliability. Inaccurate alarms for non-human subjects such as animals, vehicles, moving trees, and the changing lighting are filtered and significantly reduced to improve accuracy of alarms. Okay, this is the last Q&A session. The first one is a single choice question. A customer is looking for a cost-effective NVR, which can classify human and vehicle targets from video stream. Which product series is best or appropriate for him or her? Think about it. Okay, let's check it together. It's B, Pro Series with hikvision. We can know from the question that the customer needs an NVR with human and vehicle classification. Value series can be executed. As we mentioned earlier, hikvision features human and vehicle classification. In addition, cost-effective is a keyword. Although some Ultra Series and Deepin Mind Series models can also support human vehicle classification for false alarm, they are more expensive than Pro Series with hikvision. The next question, multiple choice. What are the main components for NVR? In the very first part, we introduced the physical and interior structure of the NVR, and we put a picture to show the components included in it. So check these options below and recall the pictures. Okay, let's see the answer together. Front panel, case, power, wearer interface board, and motherboard are all included in the NVR. Is your answer correct? All right. To wrap up, we started from introducing NVR, definition, physical and interior structure, and the common appearance of NVR. In the second part, we launched the key functions in terms of access capability, storage, viewing, and management. In the last part, we covered the naming rules to help you get key features of NVR quickly. And lastly, we walked through NVR product series. Okay, that's all about this training. Thank you for listening and look forward to see you very soon.